I don't think it's fair to make Dazzle think she's a human being, because she's bound to find out the truth one day. I bet Tarzan got really messed up thinking he was an ape, especially during his teenage years. Aunt Veronica might be a little quirky, but she's nothing compared to my Aunt Audra, who showed up at the house a half hour after we did, and she didn't waste any time before she started acting like her cookie self. These candles would burn away any bad energy in the house. At least Mum gets along with Aunt Audra, but she's not that way with Aunt Cakey, who arrived a few minutes later, and I can always tell Mum and Aunt Cakey are being mean to each other even when they're pretending to be nice. That shirt really compliments your grey hairs. Thanks, you're not as hunched over it as usual. Seems like there's something else going on between Mum and Aunt Cakey that would explain why they don't get along. But every time I ask Mum what the deal is with the two of them, Mum always changes the subject. We really need to dust the top of those cabinets. The only person Aunt Cakey treats worse than Mum is Dad, so it's pretty obvious he must have done something to set her off at some point. I can tell Dad doesn't love being around Mum and her sisters when they're all together. And when he found out about the trip, he tried to get out of it by saying things are really busy at work. But Mum says Grandma wanted us to be together, and besides, Dad needs to get there for the family picture. If I ever get married, it's gonna be to someone who's an only child, because you're not just marrying a person, you're marrying their entire family. Aunt Cakey claimed the last bedroom with a king-sized bed, and Aunt Audra took the room with the Queen. That meant my parents had to sleep on the bunk beds, which they didn't seem too thrilled about. But they should be glad they got beds to sleep in at all. But because the rest of us had to scramble for what we could find. Vincent found a cot in a closet and set it up in the hallway between the kitchen and the bathroom. Manny had a nest with blankets in a dresser drawer in the living room, and Roderick found a portable crib in the pantry that he set up in the living room. I couldn't see how he could sleep in a playpen, but the second he laid down, he was out like a light. Zzz, that felt like me with the couch, and at first I thought I'd hit the jackpot, but that thing smelled like sweat and suntan lotion feet, and who knows how many farts I've gotten trapped in those cushions over the years. So I put